Have you ever wondered how the best players are always on time? And since they are on time, they square up a lot of pitches? Well, these players use the two tips that I'm going to share with you today to consistently be on time. And it's a discussion we would always talk about inside the clubhouse. So what you're going to get in this video today is the real deal and will help you so much in your game. So watch until the end. And if you watch until the end of this video, I'm going to share with you everything we discussed and more. And if you apply what I'm going to share with you, you'll be more consistent. You will understand how to make the right adjustments and you will increase all your numbers. So if you want to dominate, watch until the end of this video. So let's get started. So today I'm going to share with you two strategies that's going to help you in getting consistent results. And the first one is you want to start this on deck. And it's something I learned at UCLA. And it's going to help you so much, especially if you're a player that's unsure if you could get your timing on deck. And then when you go into the batter's box, I'll show you another strategy that I use inside the batter's box. Okay, so right now this is spring training, and it was when I was with the Cardinals and we're playing against the Miami Marlins. I believe I was in AAA at this time. And so you have Tommy Pham batting right now, and basically here's the strategy. So you're on deck and you have to say to yourself, UCLA. And on the A, it should be crossing across the plate. So I'm going to do that again. Let me rewind that back and let's do that again. Okay. So we got UCLA. Right when the ball was crossing home plate, you see how I was on the A? Now that tells me, you know, when I need to get ready. So on the C, I will have to start getting ready to hit. So for this guy right here, so right when his foot gets right here, this is when I should get ready, because that will give me the timing to hit him when the ball is across the plate. Now we want to be focused on the fastball. So for him right here is when I should start getting ready to hit. And you know, Pham in this situation was late. That's why he didn't swing. So he didn't have the timing to hit him. So that's what, you know, I want to be on time. And the way I do that is using UCLA. And I went to UCLA and this is what they taught us. And it's helped me so much in my career. It's going to help you, and it's helping a lot of my students. In fact, before I share with you how I use it with my students, let's do this one more time so you can get it. Okay, so here we go. UCLA. When his leg starts going here, I would start getting ready to hit. Okay, and as you can see, Pham, he hasn't even started yet. Pham has not started yet. Now he's starting, but he's late. That's the reason why he missed that pitch. He took it. That's a good pitch to hit right there. And it was because his timing was a little bit off. So this is important so that when you go into that batter's box, you're not missing those pitches that you should be hitting. So that's basically what you want to do. You want to be on deck and you want to get your timing by using UCLA. And I'm going to show you how I use it with my students, one of my students, but I use it with basically all of them, especially if they're struggling, and I teach them this so that they can use it in practice, they can use it in games and give themselves the best chance to be consistent. So this is one of my students right here, and as you can see, he's struggling to hit the ball. You know, his timing is just a little off, and that's especially what happens at this age group, where they're just a little off, a click off. So now you'll see I give him some timing, and he, you know, he gets on time. He's able to square the baseball up. So on the C, he should be getting ready to hit so he can start banging the ball around. You see how he starts loading when I start saying C? That's something that you can use with your younger players to help them. And even if they're in high school or if they're in travel ball, UCLA in practice, whether you're doing flips, whether you're doing hitting off the pitching machine, whether you're doing BP, you can definitely help the younger players and give them that timing so that they can hit the ball consistently. I'm telling you, it helps in so many ways. And then the kids start to get that ingrained, and then they can do it when they're not with me. And I've heard so many stories of the parents saying, you know, I heard him on deck saying UCLA, and then he went to the batter's box and then he drove the baseball. He was right on time and he hit it. So that is the first timing technique that I use. It helps me get on time so I can be consistent in that batter's box, and I can hit my doubles, hit my wherever I'm looking to do. It helps me so much. So let's go into the second one now. So the second one is actually in the batter's box, and I'm going to teach you how to get your timing in the batter's box, because you can get your timing on deck, but let's just say you're a little bit off. What if you're not on time? Well, you need to make adjustments, and I'm going to share with you what I do to get these adjustments. I'm going to share with you with a lot of MLB players at the highest level, what they do to get those consistent results. You have to make adjustments in the batter's box, and I know you heard it a million times, but how do we do that? So I'm going to show you through my eyes in the bat, where I'm facing one of our pitchers. This is right before season's about to start. I'm in AAA. We're in Memphis, and I'm going to walk you through. Now, I don't remember what actually happened in this at bat, but I'm using it as an example. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now I'm about to face him. Okay, so it looked like I was on time on that pitch, and it was down for a ball. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the at bat and how I should, or how you should, get your timing off someone like this. So it looked like I was a little out front, and that probably was a cutter or some kind of, a pitch like that where I was just a little off. So now that he threw a pitch and I took that swing, and I was a little out front. So basically I was a little early. What you do is you step outside, just like we are right now. I step back and you take a second, you refresh. But here's the thing, you need to ask yourself two questions. First question is, was I on time? In this situation, I was not on time, okay? And then the second one is, was it a strike or was it a ball? I'm going to guess and say that was a ball, because if the catcher says that a boy, that means that was a pitcher's pitch and not a hitter's pitch. Okay, so I'm going to say that's a ball. So just because now that I was off and I wasn't on time, that's the reason why I swung at that pitch. So I'm either late or I'm too early. Okay, and I think it was because I was late. So I'm going to change that. It wasn't that I was early. I was actually late, because if you're late, for the most part, you're going to be swinging at pitches that are outside the zone because you're not seeing the ball too well. So I'm late. So with that being said, now that I know that, okay, now I need to make an adjustment inside that batter's box. Now let's go back for a second here. Okay, so let me go slow. So my trigger, so now you can see my head starting to go back. Okay, so my trigger was right here, and what the trigger is when you should start getting ready to hit. So obviously in this situation right here, once his leg got to right there, that's when I started getting ready to hit. You see how my head's now going back? Because now I'm gathering my body so I can get on time and hit him. But again, this pitch is down in the zone and it's a ball, and that's why I fouled it off. It was a tough pitch. So let's look at it one more time. So yeah, if the catcher's saying, boy, that's a pitcher's pitch, you don't want to be swinging at that. So I was late. So now that we know that I started getting ready here, you see how my head's starting to go back now? So I started getting ready here. I need to make an adjustment now. Now I need to get ready. Instead of getting ready here, I need to start getting ready here. So right here, that's when I need to start getting ready, because now that allows me to get on time, because I just changed my trigger now. Now I'm going to be earlier. So that's going to allow me to hit that fastball, hit that curveball, hit that slider, and see the ball much better. So That's what we need to do. We need to start making those adjustments, and you use triggers from the pitcher to allow you to get on time. It's something that I've done for years, and then when I'm talking to players at the highest level, this is what we all do. You'll see with a lot of young players, well, they'll just be looking right here where the pitcher's going to throw, and then they get stuck. You don't want to get stuck. You're quicker if you have an eyesight on something else, and then you go to your spot. So that's why we focus on the triggers and knowing what you're trying to do with those triggers. Okay, so now let's look at this pitch right here and see, what happens. Did I make an adjustment? Nope. That was a good changeup. Hey, I said it. It's a good changeup. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my 2 techniques, walking you step by step through an at bat, from being on deck and getting your timing, and then inside the batter's box, and what you should do when it comes to making the adjustment so you can be on time and drive the baseball. Remember, if you're a little late when you're hitting and when you're in the batter's box, you have to change your trigger. You have to be a little bit earlier. And now if you're a little too early, you might have to be a little late. You just have to change your triggers a little bit, make those adjustments so you can put yourself in a good place to get consistent results. Now, if you do this and you learn it and you master it, you're definitely going to separate yourself, because this is how the best players do it. You change your triggers, you make those adjustments. And a key is, if you're swinging at bad pitches, usually that means you're late. So you want to swing, you want to give yourself a shot to swing at good pitches. And how you do that is getting on time and being early. And you will know that if the ball seems unclear or blurry or jumps on you, it's because you're late. But if you're early, you'll be able to see the ball better. It'll slow down, and then you can make those adjustments to get the best swings off, your best swing off. So that's what we want to do here. We want to make those adjustments to get the best results. And when you do that inside the batter's box, when you take a step back and you tell yourself, was I on time, and was it a strike or ball? More than likely, when you're on time, you're not going to be swinging at balls. So usually that's the issue, is you're late and you're trying to rush, and you're not seeing the ball well because you're late. So we want to assess ourselves each pitch, and it just takes a second. Just take a deep breath and then say, am I on time, and was it a strike or ball? And if you answer yes and yes to both of those questions, you're going to hit. You are going to hit. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching. If you like this, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, join the family. We're growing, we're going fast too, and I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.